Hi, I'm Chris Pickard, Director of Body and Balance in Hertfordshire, and I have one question for you today, which is, are you toxic? And how can you tell if you're toxic? Well, I have one very simple answer, which is basically, yes, you're toxic. There's almost no doubt about it that if you are living in the UK, or you're living in the United States, or in fact you're living anywhere in the civilized world, or in fact anywhere on the world currently, you're going to have some kind of toxins in your body. One, we make them all the time. That's why our body has detoxification pathways to get rid of them. A lot of the foods we eat have toxins in them naturally. Our body's designed to eliminate toxins in the way that it's encountered them for thousands and thousands of years. The problem nowadays, though, is that there are hundreds, thousands, about 80,000 man-made chemicals in our environment, and currently we don't actually know how many of those are actually really toxic to our body. And the more different toxins you actually bring into the body, the more they interact and they actually build up and cause more problems. So even though various companies may well be putting out, small amount of toxins that we know are actually, we can handle them safely in our body just by themselves. What we're now realizing is that a small of something in a completely non-toxic dose, and when you add it to something else that's small in a non-toxic dose, and add it to something else that's small in a non-toxic dose, those three things can combine and become more toxic than those three things, even if they were in their toxic doses. And the thing is, we've now got hundreds of things that we know are definitely toxic inside us. And this comes from all kinds of different sources. It comes from pesticides, it comes from our water supply, it comes from the air we're breathing, it comes from the food we're eating. And our bodies are not able to process and get rid of all those toxins anymore because some of them has no idea what to do. It's under such stress and strain from the sheer bombardment of toxins that all it can do is store them in fat cells. And it's one of the reasons why some people are becoming fat. Toxins also switch off certain parts of our genetics, or switch on certain parts of our genetics, which can actually stop us losing weight, can cause us to put on weight, can stop us from being as strong or as fast, they can stop our eyes from working. There's actually tests you can do to see if toxins are actually the cause of your eye problems or are causing an eye problem. There's all kinds of things that toxins are causing, cancer being one of them, that every single person that's been properly tested for toxins, okay, and they were looking for about 800 different toxins, could have been more, but they found that every person that had at least 700 toxins in them, of which about 180 were known to cause cancer, and others were known to shut down the mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, the things that give you energy. Now, if you come across anybody that says, the body doesn't need any help detoxing, then they're incredibly unaware of the true science of the pressure that our bodies are under with the toxic exposure that's now happening. These days we need to do artificial things to help get rid of toxins from our body. Just eating healthily and avoiding toxins is not enough anymore. It probably okay, we'd get away with it 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, certainly. But these days, unless you're doing something actively to detoxify your body, which comes down to nutrition, supplements that actually help remove toxins from your body, eating healthily generally, eating organically where possible, the right kind of exercise also helps, because the wrong kind of exercise, if you're really sick and if you're toxic, is just going to make you worse. So if you're ready to detox, or if you want to find out how toxic you are, then give us a call, because there's two tests you can actually do, apart from just believing me and going, I must be toxic because Chris said so. There's two tests. There's actually an eye test you can do, which has been found to be 97% accurate as to telling whether you actually have biotoxins accumulated certainly in your nervous system anyway. And we can give you a link to do that test. And the other thing is we are going to get a test in that's basically a simple urine test that looks at the amount of inflammation in your cells, cellular inflammation, and that is a good measure of cellular toxicity. And so we're going to be able to measure, as you go through a detox protocol, whether the toxic levels are going down, whether cellular inflammation is actually going down, as well as just, are your symptoms getting better? Are you running faster? Are you having more energy? Are you sleeping better? Are you less anxious? Are you in less pain? Also, we're going to be measuring it just in case your symptoms aren't changing, but at least we'll be able to show that you are going in the right direction. Or, which is more likely the case, you're going to be feeling a lot better, but the tests are going to be showing you're still not healthy. You still need to keep on going to get as healthy as you can be. Okay? Be well and stay healthy.